Hello again, Keepers of Light. You'll likely immediately notice all the background noise in this particular video you're about to listen to. I recorded this in the most unideal of locations and circumstances. The words flowed out regardless. The big picture is that there are distractions that all of us here are learning to not detract us from this process of remembrance, which we are about. The prime message here is that once you learn to consciously tune into the resonant vibrational field of your soul, you will always receive that which is required in the moment to being in alignment with your higher purpose. Wishing you wellness, always with love. Sophia. Hello again, Keepers of Light, and I call you that because you are just that, Keepers of Light. I have no notion what message is about to come through right now, but whatever it is, it better not get swallowed up by the alarm that keeps going off in the background here. What's coming through right now is that aspect of yourself that seems foreign and alien, not just to yourself, but respect to others. It is a component of being here from and living here from the point of view of seeing yourself the way you have. And I know that when I speak here, it is going to be talking to directly to you in a way that may seem strange, because things would appear to be random, and it would appear that you randomly came upon these words in this channel, but the truth of the matter is that the reason why you're here is because, and I've said it many times before, but it is simply because we are in the same vibrational bandwidth. And so when I do bring up a topic, it is going to be a reflection of you in some shape or fashion. And that is the beauty of being here and this understanding, because I think that is where we all are headed to, is a deep understanding how resonance is of utmost, or rather, resonance is primary to experience. The fact of the matter is that who you are is vibrational in nature, and because it is, when you are looking at yourself, there is a potential for deeper understanding when you can see how you are vibrating. And this is considered to be at a more specific level, a particular unique energy stream. And that when we look at the microscopic details to it, that you are unique and that you exist within this unique framework of vibration. However, there is the component of resonance, and this is what determines what your experience is and will be. It is that we electromagnetically are drawn to one another. The subject I want to touch upon is how fear plays into this framework, in that there is the wisdom, which has become cliche, to understanding that fear is an illusion of sorts. And the reason why it is because it is symbolic of non-resonance. Fears appear as fears because they are a manifestation of non-resonance. In this way, they have no control over you. In this way, fear can not have any power over you, were you to examine it as such. So, within this framework, there is resonance, and there are aspects to your experience which are under the category of non-resonance. If you are to consider your role as a keeper of light who now stands in relation to your experience from a choosing of being at, or rather being the determiner of that experience, a perspective of empowerment, then it begs you to understand that reframing your understanding of what composes reality at a subatomical level is why you are here. Your understanding of resonance is easier to accept as a beginning stepping stone to understanding the larger picture at hand here. This is simply because this subject was not intended to be one that is hard to understand. It is actually simpler than what the mind would, and the conditioned mind would have you suppose. the fact of the matter is that everything that you are experiencing is in direct correlation to how you are vibrating. Those aspects that you would now consider to be acceptable, that you would even welcome, are those aspects that are of a resonant, energetic stream to that which you are choosing. Just as it is also true how those aspects that are not in resonance to your vibrational field are also an aspect of your choosing. This is regardless to you're not wanting the experience of that. And so, to be able to get a handle of your fears and your worries and your concerns and your dissatisfactions with what presents itself, what seemingly presents itself as a random collection of events and circumstances, to get a handle of all of those components enough so that you are able to affect outcome in the way that you are now wishing to direct your incoming experience of vibrational reality, which then concretizes into physical manifestation. To begin to get a handle of these is to be able to engage in the conscious awareness field of the cosmic energetic nature to reality. You can begin with placing your focus on those aspects of your reality which you are finding are pleasing to you. When you look deeply into these, you begin to understand how because you vibrate in accordance to an acceptance of those components, given your relative belief and supporting emotions, then it becomes a part of the reality that you experience. Because your experience of those components, given your relative belief and supporting emotions, then it becomes a part of the reality that you experience. Because your experience is a combination of your own vibrational field as well as those fields which appear to be outside of you from the 3D framework. If you can see how, regardless your viewpoint, whether it is coming from the 3D perspective or that of your higher level being perspective, if you can begin to accept that energy is at the basis to everything that is, then you can begin to understand that it is your belief that you do not have the ability to choose the type of vibration that you come from, or mainly, or that which you are attracting to you. That it is this belief that limits your ability to affect the experiences that you are drawing to you, and as well allowing to be at the focus of your determination. Now, I am going to leave the recording here because I feel as though I may have gotten very deep into the channeling here, and there was a lot of information that I was reading from. It is a download of information that I know will make sense in the way that matters to you as a whole, as keepers of light, and as an individual also, as pertains to your own way of configuring information in a way that will be useful to you. So I apologize if I have not or do not sometimes string along the words and I'm not as fluid sometimes when it comes to reading the energy. However, I am striving to do my best here, and I do appreciate every moment that you spend with me in terms of allowing these messages to touch you, hopefully in a way that will benefit you, which is why I do this for us. And I look forward to the messages that are going to be coming through our energetic field, as I believe that these moments are critical to the shift of reality that we are now a part of in the very nature of what we are doing here now. So with that, I wish you well, and I look forward to our next moment together. Until next time.